Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just kind of freeballing this in the early parts of the morning, so if I sound very tired, it's because I haven't gotten any sleep today, but I just kind of want to talk about some things. So welcome to Wednesday Updates. So, I've had a bit of difficulties recently trying to get this form of motivation, to try and get things done in regards to just different parts of my life, I think. And last night, it kind of plateaued into the worst possible form, because I've been doing, since January, I've been doing a hell of a lot of script writing and preparation for videos for the channel by the name of Lee Does Things I wanted to try out to make back then. And I have a folder of probably 20, I guess I can actually go count it. One sec. I got this. All right, yeah. So I have 17 videos ready for that channel and ready to go up that I fully edited, fully worked on, went through and got done. But for some reason, I've been having a lot of difficulties with perfectionism, I think. And in regards to that, even when I look at the full project that I've done and the full thing that I've created, I haven't been able to look at it and say that I want to put it up because it feels like I'm going to rewrite it or change something. And I have for a lot of them. I've probably swapped around drafts of them like 3 or 4 times a piece while I was working on them. And it was just eating away at me as things went on. And I remember I talked about in January when this first started, this whole like motivation difficulty and the whole like, I just do it though. Back in January, I mentioned that I was working on a video for everything I enjoyed inside 2018. And I had everything ready, good to go. I ended up writing, and it turned into a 10,000 plus word atrocity that I ended up recording, and it was a 4-hour long audio file. And looking at that, it ate me up inside to even start working on. And I worked on it and got it done. And I was so unhappy with it that I couldn't even put it up for myself. And that's been happening constantly the last couple of months, I think. And I've been having so many late nights recently where I just kind of focus on that. And I'll end up not being able to sleep until like 1. And then once 1 comes around, I'll decide to just get up and just do some writing and working instead. And I'll end up working until like 4 or 5 a.m. and just being ready for the next day. But it isn't going well for me, I would say. And all of this writing and rewriting and agonizing over this stuff really isn't good. So I don't quite know where that leaves you right now in regards to putting things up or motivation and stuff like that for that channel. But I wanted to kind of get it out and talk about it here, because it's been something that's been eating me up a lot, and I think that I want to mention it to you guys because it is something very important to me. And I recently started getting a laptop while I'm at classes, and I've been working on scripts there as well, and kind of getting things done there and having a really good time with it. But unfortunately, what that does mean is I'm just constantly working on these things, and I'm agonizing over it, even when I'm outside the house. So what I think it might be time to do is scrap. See, I don't want to say just scrap everything. I think I'll leave everything saved on my hard drive and let it sit there. But I think I want to work on something new for that channel and do something different instead of this like... So I've been working on a lot of review style of videos and a lot of review style of like content. There was also a video essay about a certain topic I was really interested in inside there. And there was a... So, how do I talk about this? I had an essay about mobile games and how it's the future of gaming, but in a strange way, and how it relates to Fortnite, that I wanted to put up at one point, and I just didn't end up being able to. I think I might try to rewrite that one, because honestly, it is the one that kind of spoke out to me the most. And what I currently have, I don't think is what I would want to put up either. So I think what I need to do is limit myself to a certain amount of drafts for a thing, and then once I consider it to be like kind of done, just putting it up and being able to get some feedback on it would be the best idea for me. But that's always curious, right? That's never a good answer, because if I'm unhappy with it, will it actually affect my future? Because maybe I'll just take the feedback and be like, I mean, that was just one of my bad videos. Blah. But that's been a large part of these last couple months for me in terms of like my own work. And I think that especially recently, this channel, LeaIsChill, I think it's been going down quite a bit in terms of views because I've been trying to be so diverse in terms of my things and not really playing the Tokyo Ghoul stuff, because a lot of what they've started to do is just really lackluster and not really that fun to me. But it doesn't help, for me at least, that there's always someone asking for something else. And I think that's been kind of affecting me quite a bit as well. And it's just because I've become very susceptible to the fact that, oh, here's a notification on my phone when I'm having a good time with friends, asking me to play more Dark War, or asking me to do a One Piece Bounty Rush video, or asking just for whatever. And I know it's because people are excited for the content, but it does start to eat at you as time goes on. Because you never feel like what you're doing is the right thing, I think. And my way of trying to get around that is going to be, moving forward, I want to start doing question of the day stuff inside the videos and trying to engage with you guys more. Because I think that what I truly feel satisfied with more is when I actually have interaction with all of you guys as viewers. I think that's a huge part of what I do here. It's a huge part of what I care about. So moving forward, I'm going to try to get question of the days in future videos starting, I guess, like toward the tail end of this week, and try to show off comments and have a good time with that. I also kind of want to push the Discord more and try and get events in there. I don't quite know what to plan for it, but I'm trying to get things in mind for right now, because I want to try to build this up more, because I think my satisfaction around creating content is going to revolve a lot around just having a good time with others. I think that's a huge part of what I need. And that's kind of been what state I've been in as of recent. Honestly, it's just a small part of what I've been doing, and I've still been able to be productive, still been able to create videos, I've still been able to get all my like schoolwork done, for example. Attending college has been super stressful, but I've been getting through it. And I've just been constantly having plans as well, which has been eating at me. This week, I've taken some time to myself and taken some time to just kind of sit and think about things, as well as I watched E3 with the people on stream. Great time, by the way. E3 was fantastic this year, except for Bethesda and Ubisoft. But that's just how that goes. But that has been so nice. It's been so pleasant to be able to get done. I think stream stuff is among the favorite stuff, or my favorite stuff I do right now. But an issue around stream stuff as well is I never feel like I'm doing it properly. Like there's certain times I feel satisfied afterwards, but there's some times where I stream and I just don't feel like I did a good job. Which is just my own mind goblins eating at me. But I'm just trying to improve on things in general. It's been a lot of like self-care stuff this week, trying to get things in place and kind of plan around things. I had to make these paper thingamajiggies, like flowers, for a radical thing that's happening on Thursday, apparently. By radical, I mean like it's supposedly going to be the raddest dance of all time. I'm on the committee for it currently, and I'm going to supposedly try to get some decorations up and try and help out with that. But beyond that, I'm really trying to cut down on the stuff that I'm doing, not in terms of like socializing, but in terms of like constantly being out of the house. Here, I'm actually going to talk about this a little bit, because it's been something that's been affecting me, but I can't really discuss it too much on recording stuff. But I can kind of generally talk about what I've been going through with it. So recently, I found myself a lot more repulsed by romantic relationships, and that was really a big difficulty of mine, because I think that I want to have that connection to somebody. And I ended up like being really grossed out when I was asked out at one point recently, and kind of hurt them really badly. So after that, I took a lot of time to myself and kind of beat myself up about it. And now I've been trying to get out and talk to people more and kind of get more romantic connections to try to get comfortable with it again. And it's been a really big part of my life recently. I think that I was spending a lot of time trying to get used to not only connecting to other people, but also just physical connection and not being super terrified to be touched at any time. And it's been nice, I'd say. It's been very pleasant, but it also does eat away at me, I think. Going into a romantic relationship like that, or going into like a date like that, and only thinking of it as a way to make yourself more comfortable and try and help your own state of mind, definitely ain't great, but I've made some genuinely fantastic connections as well. And I've met some people that have been really, really fun to be around. And that's been a lot of my time. There's so many things that have been happening that I just can't even talk about. Like, it's possible there may have been a B&E story that may have happened recently to a ghost house. Who knows? But it's been crazy, I would say. And it's been a lot. So in regards to YouTube stuff, I think that I've been neglecting it also quite a bit because I've been spending a lot of time out of the house trying to do this kind of connection stuff and try to get more comfy with the general world around me. I'm trying to get as comfy and get as much resilience to the things that I struggle with as possible. And I've been trying to almost do shock therapy for a lot of that, trying to just expose myself to what I'm struggling with. And I think it helps me quite a bit, at least. But that's kind of been my general day-to-day recently. And it's been satisfying in general, but I definitely think that going forward, I want to cut down a lot on my constant busybody life. I think that that's really unhealthy for me. And I'm still trying to find those connections, and I'm still trying to find those general, like, one-to-one personal stuff, as well as trying to find a community here on YouTube and on Twitch and stuff. But I think that I want to play more games and just kind of relax with things more often, and it's going to be a lot of me just trying to get it done. I mentioned last time I stopped looking at the actual viewer counter on Twitch, and that's been helping me quite a bit. Unfortunately, I get emails afterwards that kind of eat away at me, so I've started to block those as well. Because it goes like, oh, you had this many chatters, this many viewers at this time. This is your peak. This is your worst. This is how much money you made. It's fucking gross. But I guess someone with a bigger ego than I just would be super satisfied by that. For me, that's the kind of shit that, like, kicks me in the ass, I think. Because I always feel like afterwards, oh, I disappointed this many people. Which is just my anxiety speaking. But there's a lot of stuff in general that's difficult, I think, when it comes to trying to do this, like, entertaining stuff. But I have so much fun with it, and it's genuinely what I enjoy the most right now. So I'm getting comfy. I'm getting there. But that's been a large part of my recent life. And I hope that now you feel more informed about state of Lee recently. If you don't know about things already, I just want to remind everyone that we do have a Discord. We'll be discussing a bunch of things differently. We're going to try to find stuff to do inside there to make it a little bit more interesting for people. We have streams different days of the week. Wednesdays 7 p.m., Fridays at 8 p.m., Saturdays at 3 p.m., and Sundays we don't know about just yet because I might take that away, but we will see. For right now, it's tentatively at 3 p.m. But we'll be doing that every single week, trying to get that done, kind of plan around it, and have a good time with it. I don't quite know what games we'll be playing. We've recently been watching a series called Marble Hornets, which is like an ARG type of game, which is quite fun. But there's quite a bit that we'll be planning to get done and having fun with. So if you do want to come out, I would appreciate it. And thank you for watching this Wednesday update. I'll be doing plenty of more of these in the future, kind of talking about my normal life and what I've been kind of going around and doing. It's really difficult to share a lot of the things I've been doing recently because it's so out there and strange, and it's about people I know, but I'll find ways to tell it, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take it easy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now. I'm waving because that's my usual habit, but you can't see it. But I'm waving. Bye, everybody.